Welcome back to the live coverage of the Carlton Super 7's tournament in collaboration with the Sri Lanka Rugby Football Union. We are live from the Nawalapitiya Jatilaka Sports Complex, and this is a match between the Northern Gladiators and the Uva Vipers. The Uva Vipers are in green and the Northern Gladiators are in the maroon and gold strip.
Well, in the first leg, Uva Vipers ended up in the 6th place and the Northern Gladiators on the 3rd place. So it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a tough game for the Uva Vipers because they go as the underdogs, and well, the Northern Gladiators, they go into this game as the favorites.
Yes, they do, but I wouldn't put it past the Uva Vipers to steal an upset here. They've got some very, very big players in their ranks. One of those players who will revel in these conditions because he will kick and chase is the number 7. That's Vishwamitra Jayasinghe, probably the quickest man here at the tournament. Fazil Marija, the captain, will look to get him into space as well. This is Fazil Marija. Beautifully done there. Vishwamitra Jayasinghe, as I was saying, Clifford. Beautifully done. Fazil Marija looking for Vishwamitra Jayasinghe, who comes in on the inside, takes 2 players, and the great thing about Fazil is he runs into the gap. He doesn't run at the man. There he goes, running into the gap. And Vishwamitra Jayasinghe, one of the easiest tries he'll ever score. Doesn't have to be the fastest man on the park. Even I could have scored that. So an early lead for the Northern Gladiators.
Shanak, is that telepathy, or if not, like, can they hear you? Because you just said and they just did.
Well, I dare say if more people listen to me. This is the brainchild of the Honourable Minister of Sports, Mr. Mahindanand Alutkamage, there, in conversation with our CSN head honchos. He's happy that this tournament has got underway, I'm sure, despite all the rain. It's a lovely ground that he's constructed for the upcountry Lions to play at, as the Uva Vipers look to come back from that early concession.
Ball stolen. Gladiators have another chance of extending their lead.
This is another mercurial player, Mithun Hapagoda, at number 1 jersey for the Northern Gladiators.
Look at that powerful run.
Yes, that was Gayan Jayawardena, a big man.
Good
Another
stuff.
long ball out to Mohammad Jabbar. This is the captain. Fazil staying on his feet beautifully there.
Well, luckily he escapes. The ball went back, but then again, that was an interception. Can he go all the way? Good stuff. I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, it was good work. Good try, actually. Well, in fact, it was a good attempt rather than a try.
Yes, you can't say try here without meaning something else, can you, Clifford? That was Mushin Falil who intercepted that ball there with his foot. Sudarshan Mudutantri will be happy for this 7's game. Work hard on his fitness. That's Mohammad Jabbar, a flyer on the wing for the Northern Gladiators. Chamara Dabare, one of the big names in this Uva Vipers squad. Mushin Falil gets the ball across to Ashan Di Costa. This is Shehan Patirana. Hands off. Finds his support players, but that was great work by Sudarshan Mudutantri.
Chamara Dabare was a nightmare for the defenders at the Asian 5 Nations.
Yes, he was. Manufactures tries out of absolutely nothing, and the Uva Vipers will need him to do that here today. This is great work by Vishwamitra Jayasinghe once again. Like I said, Clifford, he is going to go all the way. He's the fastest man here, and he's just taunting the defender there. That was Ashan Di Costa trying to get across. Actually, it was Kavindu Di Costa trying to get across and tackle him, but he's saying, come on, catch me if you can. Watch this burst. Bang, that's the step. And he's over without a problem at all.
Well, good stuff. 10 points to nil.
Yes, it is. This conversion will be a difficult one. And it doesn't get off the ground. So 10 points to nil to the Northern Gladiators. Fazil Marija's team making early inroads. Nage or Nayakaratna carrying the water for the Gladiators.
Shanaka, do you think the place kicking will help for them in this condition?
Probably will be even more difficult, Clifford, and take a lot more time, so I don't think they're going to employ that tactic. Difficult to place the ball, and the tee will be uneven as well. So it will be quite tough. Fazil Marija, National 7 skipper.
Must be happy with this team, the Gladiators. They're leading at the moment. 10 points to nil.
Yes, his Uva Vipers team will need to come back strongly. They've got some very intelligent players in Riza Mubarak and Chamara Dabare. Ashanti Costa will be looking to distribute. It's a long ball, he floats out to Dabare.
Was it a forward pass? I don't think so.
No, it wasn't. Dabare gives it to Shahan Patirana. Patirana's got pace. Yes, he has, and he's going to go all the way. Jabbar chasing after him, but this is Lemma. Lemma going to go under the sticks, and this is exactly what the Uva Vipers needed.
Well, good comeback. 10 points to 5.
Shahan Patirana coming back into rugby after a long break. He suffered a bad shoulder injury and was unavailable for Sri Lanka selection, but a good ball out from Chamara Dabare. Taking both defenders, and not a great tackle by the last man there. That was Mithun Hapugoda. He's not fantastic in defense. He's only a small man.
Well, Shanak, I'm a bit surprised. Jabba actually gave up in the chase. But if you look at Jabba's physique, I think he has put on a few pounds.
Well, Shahan Patirana is a big man, Clifford, and you have to be quite confident to take him on as we hear the half-time hooter. And the Uva Vipers coming back just at the stroke of half-time.
Northern Gladiators කණ්ඩායම සහ Uva Vipers කණ්ඩායම අතර තරගයේ ප්‍රථම භාගයේ නිමවට පත්වන විට Northern Gladiators කණ්ඩායම ලකුණු 10-7ක් ලෙස Uva Vipers කණ්ඩායමට වඩා ඉදිරියෙන් සිටිනවා. තරගයේ ප්‍රථම භාගයේදී විශ්වවිද්‍යා ජයසිංහ Northern Gladiators කණ්ඩායම වෙනුවෙන් උත්සාහක දිනුම් දෙකක් වාර්තා කිරීමට සමත් වුණා. මේ ඔබ දකින්නේ තරගයේ ප්‍රථම භාගයේ විශේෂ අවස්ථා. මේ විශ්වවිද්‍යා ජයසිංහ ලබාගත් ප්‍රථම උත්සාහක දිනුම Northern Gladiators කණ්ඩායම වෙනුවෙන් ලකුණු තත්ත්වය 5.0ක් ලෙස ඉහළට ගෙන ගියා. නානතුරුවත් නැවතත් උත්සාහක දිනුමක් වාර්තා කිරීමට විශ්වවිද්‍යා ජයසිංහ සමත් වුණේ ලකුණු 10.0ක් ලෙස තමන්ගේ කණ්ඩායම නැත්නම් Northern Gladiators කණ්ඩායම ඒ දිහට ගෙනෙමින්. නමුත් තරගයේ ප්‍රථම භාගයේ නිමාවට පත්වීමට ප්‍රථමයෙන් ශාන් පතිරණ ක්‍රියාත්මක වුණා වූ Vipers කණ්ඩායම වෙනුවෙන් උත්සාහක දිනුමක් වාර්තා කිරීමට සමත් වුණා. ඒ ප්‍රවර්තනයත් සාර්ථක කර ගැනීමෙන් Vipers කණ්ඩායම තරගයේ ප්‍රථම භාගයේ පත්වීමට ලකුණු 7ක් ලබා ගත්තා. ලකුණු 10-7ක් ලෙසයි තරගයේ ප්‍රථම භාගයේ නිමාවට පත් වුණේ Northern Gladiators කණ්ඩායම ඉදිරියෙන් තබමින්. ශානක.
Thanks very much, Hishan. Referee Gavanendra Sena signaling for the teams to come back on for the second half of this game. Vishwamitra, the try scorer of the first half, a double try scorer. Riza Mubarak, also his Isipatana teammate. So quite a few of the Isipatana lads making their way onto the field here for these two teams. Fazil does it nicely, getting the ball 10 meters, which lots of kickers have failed to do. Chamara Dabare knocks on. Mithun Hapugoda. This is the captain, Marija. Comes in and bumps off the defender. That was Upali Vikramasinghe. And a penalty to the Vipers. Sorry, it's to the Northern Gladiators.
Gladiators, yep. Still Gladiators leading 10 points to 7. Just a slender lead.
Mohammad Jabbar. Good ball out to Hapugoda. Hapugoda also with a little goose step. All he can do is find Riza Mubarak. This is Upali.
Can he break through that defense?
No, he can't. That's good defense once again. This is Chamara Dabare. Is he going to go on the outside? Yes, he is. And this should be a run-in for Chamaradabre, but Muthutantri does well to get back there. Outstanding work by Sudarshan Muthutantri. Dilanka Vijayasekara back on the field after ages. Great to see him. Mithun Hapugoda gives the ball to Shane Aravinda. Ashan Costa.
Referee's playing advantage. Uva Vipers still have the ball.
Actually, that was Darshan Attipola in the number 4 jersey for the Northern Gladiators. Great to see him back on the field as well. Played for Sri Lanka Schools in around 2001 and then took a long break from rugby. He was in and around the Kandy team, but unfortunately suffered several injuries. But it's good to see him back. A wonderful step he had on him those days, but I'm not sure whether it's still there. Probably come back. Of course, it's like riding a bike to these guys, stepping. Once you get back on, it comes naturally. Jabbar playing in the middle of Dilanka Vijayasekara. This is Attipola going off. I'm sure it's not a serious injury.
A clean ball, but still.
Kavindu De Costa to Riza Mubarak. Zupali Vikramasinghe. That's a huge tackle. Referee says play on. And it's a knock forward, unfortunately, for the Northern Gladiators. Knocked forward by Jabbar there. That was a great cover tackle by Sudarshan Muthutantri, who's obviously worked very hard on his aerobic fitness.
So Shanak, looking at the score, still the Vipers have a chance of coming back into this game.
Of course, there's only a 3-point gap, and when it's one score, there's really no problem. Jayasinghe. This is Jayasinghe still going. That's great strength, but Upali Vikramasinghe gets him from behind and he drops the ball. Sri Lanka Samaravira on the field now for the Uva Vipers.
Well, if you're just joining us from home, you're watching the Carlton Super 7's, the local league, the second leg, live and exclusively from Jayatilaka Sports Complex, Nawalapitiya. Well, the weather has been absolutely terrible in the morning.
Ashan De Costa trying to look for some space, gives it to feigns to Kavindu, but keeps going on his own. And off his feet, says the referee. They've been very harsh on this, the refs. I'm not sure they've got every one of them right. Knocked on by Rizmir Jabbar.
It was a good tackle, actually. He went for the ball as well.
Yes, it's a technique that's coached now. How to get the ball away from these players, especially when they're ahead of you. See a big scrum here from the Northern Gladiators, but they do well, the Uva Vipers, to hold this down. Ashan De Costa once again taking it into contact. Pali tries to give it to Kavindu, but it ends up in Chamaradabra's hands. He gives it to Kavindu De Costa. Sri Lanka Samaravira is in support, but De Costa goes on his own. It's knocked forward and the referee will bring it back.
(10.7). Northern Gladiators leading. It's just only a small 3-point gap. Well, the Uva Vipers had a couple of chances, but didn't capitalize on that. Anxious bench of the Northern Gladiators.
Yes, they know the game is not safe, Clifford. That's why they look so upset. This is Mithun Hapugoda sniping on the blind side. Is he going to go all the way? Yes, he is, and he dots it down. That's a great try by Mithun Hapugoda.
That was actually a powerful run. He just took the defender along with him.
Yes, he's only a wee lad, but manages to get into positions of strength You watch this as he goes on the blind side. That was terrible work by Kamindu de Costa, and Riza Mubarak also didn't do well. And unfortunately for even Rohan Fernando, his despairing tackle, Mithun Hapagoda was able to go through with it. Great work by the young lad. He usually 7's player. Outstanding acceleration. And was brilliant for the Havelocks, which is his club team, in the recently concluded Club 7's tournament. Couldn't do enough to win his team the title, but he really was very good.
Well, 15 points to 7, Northern Gladiators leading.
The bench will be breathing much easier now, Clifford.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a nice long kick-off by the Gladiators. They know that they need to play the territory at this point, now that they've got a lead. Make it difficult for a team to run it back. Tamara Dabare at the front of the line out. Kamindu de Costa finds his brother Ashan. Ashan is trying to take on Mithun Hapagoda for pace, and he manages to step him.
It's going
Bounces.
to be a close game, Shanaka.
Yes, it is. Bounces off one tackle. This is Rohan Fernando. Finds Chilanka Samaravira, but a good tackle is made by Rizmir Jabba. Samaravira gets it off the ground nicely to the follow-up player. That was Rohan again. But that seems to be the end of that as the ball trickles into touch. So a last gasp effort from the Uber Vipers in vain, as the Northern Gladiators under Fazil Marija win this one 15 points to 7. And to give you a summary of that match in Sinhala, it's Ishan Balmilla.
Thank you, Shanaka. My name is Dakinde. Carlton Super 7's rugby Tarangavali, Grasta Tarangavali, Devon Adiri Pathwena, Sivana Tarangai, Northern Gladiators Kandamasa, Uber Vipers Kandama, Tarage, Jack Dragging about Patune, Northern Gladiators Kandama, Lakunu Pahalavai, Hata Klesa, Targe Pratham Bagi, the Northern Gladiators Kandama, Utsaga Dinum Dekak, Watakirim Sabatuna, Vishwita Jai Singer, Emma Utsaga Dinum Deke, Mahimikaru, Batapatuna, Edi Lakunu, Dahai, Leso Nidin Sidia. In another Abidaka Shahan Patirana, who Vipers Kanda when Utsaga Maklabagano, Lakunu Dahai Hatak Lesai, Targe Pratham Bagi, Nima Patune, May of Dakine, Shahan Patirana, who Vipers Kanda when Labaga Tusaga Dinuma, in another Dahai Hatak.